Memory Mastery, Smart Way to Learn Anything Faster and Never Forget. Written and published by the Zillion Pro. Chapter 1. Unlocking the Power of Memory. Memory is the cornerstone of human experience. It shapes our identity, informs our decisions, and allows us to learn, grow, and adapt. Yet, despite its profound importance, memory is often misunderstood and underutilized. This chapter will explore the foundations of memory, dispel common myths about its limitations, and set the stage for mastering the incredible potential of your mind. The importance of memory in everyday life. Imagine a life where every face, name, or important detail slip through the cracks of your mind. From recalling a loved one's birthday to navigating professional tasks, memory is at the heart of our personal and professional success. Memory fuels innovation, drives productivity, and enriches relationships. Whether you are a student striving for academic excellence, a professional managing complex projects, or simply someone who wants to remember names at social gatherings, enhancing your memory can open doors to countless opportunities. Dispelling the myth of a bad memory. One of the most pervasive misconceptions is that people are born with either a good or bad memory. This belief creates unnecessary barriers, preventing individuals from exploring their true potential. The truth is, memory is not an innate talent reserved for a select few. It is a skill that anyone can develop with the right techniques and consistent practice. When we hear stories of memory champions recalling hundreds of random numbers or memorizing entire decks of cards, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. However, these feats are not the result of superhuman abilities. They are the product of specific strategies and systems that anyone can learn. Why we forget. Before diving into memory improvement, it's essential to understand why we forget. Forgetting is a natural process, often influenced by 1. Lack of attention. Without focused attention, the brain struggles to encode information. 2. Overload. With today's constant stream of information, our brains can become overwhelmed, making it harder to retain key details. 3. Decay. Information that isn't revisited tends to fade over time. 4. Interference. New information can sometimes overwrite or confuse existing memories. Understanding these challenges allows us to address them effectively, setting the stage for memory mastery. The Memory Master's Mindset. The journey to mastering your memory begins with the right mindset. Here are 3 core principles to embrace. 1. Belief in growth. Acknowledge that memory can be improved with effort and techniques. 2. Curiosity. Develop a genuine interest in the material you want to remember. Emotional engagement strengthens retention. 3. Consistency. Regular practice and the application of memory strategies are key to long-term success. What you'll learn in this book. This book is designed as a step-by-step guide to transform your memory skills. Each chapter will build on the last, equipping you with tools to memorize names, dates, and critical facts effortlessly. Master learning techniques that save time and boost comprehension. Apply memory skills in real-world scenarios, from work to social interactions. The potential of memory mastery. Consider this. Your brain has the capacity to hold the equivalent of over 2.5 petabytes of data, comparable to 3 million hours of video. Yet, most of us use only a fraction of this potential. By learning to optimize your memory, you can gain a competitive edge in your career. Strengthen personal relationships through thoughtful recall. Unlock creativity by making connections between ideas. Your commitment to change. As we embark on this journey, it's important to remember that memory improvement is not an overnight transformation. Like any skill, it requires dedication and practice. However, the rewards are immense. With a sharper memory, you can unlock new opportunities, reduce stress, and experience life more fully. Are you ready to unlock the power of your memory? By the end of this book, you will not only learn to remember better but also change how you approach learning, thinking, and problem solving. Your journey to mastering memory starts here. Chapter 2. The Science of Memory. To master your memory, it is essential to first understand how it works. Memory is not just a mental filing cabinet but a dynamic and intricate system that plays a vital role in shaping our experiences and understanding of the world. This chapter explores the science behind memory, from its biological foundations to the processes that allow us to store and recall information. What is memory? Memory is the brain's ability to encode, store, and retrieve information. It enables us to learn from past experiences, navigate the present, and plan for the future. Without memory, life would be a series of isolated events with no sense of continuity or context. At its core, memory is about connections, neurons forming pathways that represent information. These pathways strengthen with use and fade without reinforcement, highlighting the importance of active engagement and repetition. The 3 stages of memory. Memory operates in 3 interconnected stages. 1. Encoding. Encoding is the process of taking in information and converting it into a form the brain can understand. This stage determines whether information will be stored effectively. Types of encoding. Visual encoding, information processed as images, for example, remembering someone's face. Acoustic encoding, information processed as sounds, for example, recalling a song. Semantic encoding, information processed for meaning, for example, understanding a concept. Encoding improves when information is emotionally charged, highly relevant, or linked to existing knowledge. 2. Storage. After encoding, information is stored in the brain. Storage can be short-term or long-term. Short-term memory, limited capacity, holding information for a few seconds to minutes. It is like a mental scratchpad, essential for daily tasks such as remembering a phone number long enough to dial it. Long-term memory, unlimited in capacity and duration. It holds knowledge, skills, and experiences for extended periods. The brain consolidates memories during rest, particularly during deep sleep, converting short-term memories into long-term ones. 3. Retrieval. Retrieval is the process of accessing stored information. Successful retrieval depends on how well the information was encoded and stored. It can be triggered by cues such as sounds, smells, or emotions. The brain and memory. A biological overview. Memory is distributed across different regions of the brain, with each area playing a specialized role. 1. Hippocampus. Critical for forming new long-term memories. Helps organize and retrieve memories. 2. Amygdala. Enhances memory by attaching emotional significance to events. Explains why emotionally charged moments are often vividly remembered. 3. Prefrontal cortex. Involved in working memory and decision-making. Helps prioritize and organize information. 4. Cerebellum. Essential for procedural memory, for example, skills like riding a bike. These regions communicate through complex neural networks, allowing the brain to encode, store, and recall information efficiently. Types of memory. Memory can be categorized into distinct types based on how it functions. 1. Declarative memory, explicit memory. Memory you consciously recall, such as facts or events. Subtypes. Episodic memory, personal experiences and events, for example, your last birthday. Semantic memory, general knowledge and facts, for example, the capital of France. 2. Non-declarative memory, implicit memory. Memory that operates unconsciously, such as habits and skills. Subtypes. Procedural memory, skills like driving or typing. Priming, subtle cues that influence behavior without conscious awareness. 3. Sensory memory, a brief retention of sensory input, for example, the lingering image of a sparkler. Why do we forget? Forgetting is a natural process that can occur for several reasons. 1. Decay. Memories fade if they are not used or reinforced. 2. Interference. New memories can disrupt the retrieval of older ones, and vice versa. 3. Encoding failure. If information is not encoded properly, it cannot be recalled. 4. Retrieval failure. Sometimes, information is stored but cannot be accessed due to weak cues or mental blocks. Understanding these mechanisms helps us adopt strategies to minimize forgetting. The role of neuroplasticity in memory. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to adapt and change by forming new neural connections. It plays a crucial role in memory improvement. Every time you learn something new, your brain rewires itself, strengthening the pathways associated with that information. Activities like learning a new language or playing a musical instrument enhance neuroplasticity, boosting memory performance. The impact of stress and emotions on memory. Stress can either enhance or impair memory. Positive stress, for example, excitement, can improve focus and retention. Chronic stress releases cortisol, which can damage the hippocampus and weaken memory. Emotions also play a significant role. Events with emotional significance are often remembered more vividly due to the amygdala's involvement. Memory in the digital age. The modern world bombards us with information, making it harder to focus and remember. Digital amnesia occurs when we rely too much on technology, such as smartphones, to store information. While technology is a helpful tool, striking a balance is essential to prevent memory dependence. The path forward. Understanding the science of memory is the first step in unlocking its potential. Now that you know how memory works, you're ready to explore practical strategies to enhance it. In the next chapter, we will focus on building a strong foundation for memory mastery by addressing lifestyle factors, focus, and environment. This knowledge lays the groundwork for you to transform how you learn, think, and remember, starting now. Chapter 3. Building the foundation for memory mastery. A strong memory doesn't exist in isolation. It requires a solid foundation of mental, physical, and environmental factors to thrive. In this chapter, we will explore the critical components that form the basis of memory mastery: focus, lifestyle habits, and creating the optimal environment for learning and retention. The importance of focus and attention. Memory begins with focus. Without your attention, information fails to reach the brain's deeper storage systems. In today's world of constant distractions, cultivating focus is more challenging than ever but also more essential. Why focus matters. When you concentrate on a task, your brain engages deeply with the material, activating the encoding processes that make information memorable. Divided attention, on the other hand, leads to fragmented and superficial learning. Techniques to improve focus. 1. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness exercises, such as meditation, help train your brain to stay present. Even 10 minutes a day can enhance your ability to focus and retain information. 2. Use the Pomodoro technique. This method involves working in focused intervals, typically 25 minutes, followed by short breaks. It boosts productivity and helps your brain retain more information. 3. Eliminate distractions. Turn off notifications, declutter your workspace, and use tools like noise-canceling headphones to minimize interruptions. 4. Single tasking. Focus on one activity at a time. Multitasking divides your attention and compromises memory retention. Lifestyle habits for a healthy brain. Your brain's health significantly impacts your memory. Adopting brain-friendly habits can sharpen your mind and enhance memory capabilities. The role of diet in memory. The food you eat fuels your brain. A nutrient-rich diet supports neuroplasticity, boosts focus, and prevents cognitive decline. Brain-boosting foods. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fish, walnuts, and flax seeds, improve memory and cognitive function. Antioxidants in berries combat oxidative stress and support brain health. Whole grains and leafy greens provide energy and essential nutrients. Stay hydrated. Dehydration can impair focus and short-term memory. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water a day. The importance of sleep. Sleep is essential for memory consolidation, the process of transferring information from short-term to long-term memory. During sleep, the brain organizes and strengthens neural connections. Tips for better sleep. Maintain a consistent sleep schedule. Avoid caffeine and electronic screens before bedtime. Create a calming bedtime routine to signal your body it's time to rest. Exercise and memory. Regular physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, promoting the growth of new neurons and enhancing memory. Aerobic exercises like walking, running, or swimming are particularly beneficial for cognitive function. Even 20 to 30 minutes of activity a day can significantly boost memory retention. The power of an optimal learning environment. Your environment plays a pivotal role in how effectively you encode and recall information. A well-designed setting reduces distractions and supports mental clarity. Elements of a memory-friendly environment. 1. Lighting. Natural light improves focus and mood, while harsh artificial lighting can cause fatigue. Position your workspace near a window, if possible. 2. Temperature. A comfortable room temperature, around 72 degrees Fahrenheit or 22 degrees Celsius, enhances cognitive performance. 3. Organization. A clutter-free space reduces mental distractions and helps you concentrate better. 4. Color psychology. Certain colors can influence your memory. Blue promotes calmness and focus, while yellow stimulates creativity and energy. Using environmental cues. Associating a specific place with learning can enhance recall. For example, if you study at a particular desk, revisiting that location may help trigger memory retrieval. The role of technology. Technology can be both a tool and a distraction. Used wisely, it can enhance your learning experience and memory retention. Memory-boosting apps. Apps like Anki or Quizlet use spaced repetition techniques to help you remember information more effectively, avoiding over-reliance. While technology can assist in storing information, relying on it too heavily can weaken your brain's natural memory capacity. Developing positive memory habits. Success in memory mastery requires consistent effort and daily practices that support brain health and memory retention. Daily memory habits. 1. Journaling. Writing down your thoughts and experiences not only helps you remember but also strengthens neural connections. 2. Reading and learning. Engage in lifelong learning by reading books, solving puzzles, or taking up new hobbies. The more you challenge your brain, the more resilient it becomes. 3. Practicing gratitude. Gratitude exercises reduce stress, which can impair memory. Reflect on things you're thankful for daily to boost emotional and cognitive well-being. Creating a sustainable memory training routine. Building memory skills is not a one-time effort, it requires consistent practice. Set goals. Define specific memory goals, such as remembering names or learning a new language. Track progress. Keep a journal or use apps to monitor your improvement. Reward yourself. Celebrate milestones to stay motivated. Conclusion. By cultivating focus, adopting brain-healthy lifestyle habits, and creating an optimal learning environment, you lay the groundwork for unlocking your memory's potential. These foundational practices will not only enhance your memory but also improve your overall quality of life. Chapter 4. The Art of Association. Making connections that stick. Memory is not a standalone process, it thrives on connections. The art of association leverages the brain's natural ability to link new information to existing knowledge, making recall faster and more reliable. This chapter explores how to harness the power of associations to transform your memory, focusing on techniques that create strong mental connections and ensure information sticks. Why associations work. The human brain is a web of interconnected neurons. Each piece of information is stored as a node within this network. When you associate new information with something already known, you create pathways that make retrieval easier and more intuitive. Key benefits of associations. 1. Increased retention. Associating new concepts with familiar ideas makes them easier to remember. 2. Faster recall. Connections provide multiple pathways for retrieval, reducing the mental effort needed to recall information. 3. Enhanced creativity. Associations encourage novel thinking by linking seemingly unrelated ideas. The basics of effective associations. To create strong associations, it's essential to use techniques that resonate with your brain's natural preferences for vividness, meaning, and structure. Principles of strong associations. 1. Vivid imagery. The brain remembers visual information more easily than abstract data. Use bright, exaggerated, and detailed mental images to represent new concepts. Example: to remember someone named Lily, picture a giant, fragrant lily flower blooming dramatically. 2. Emotional anchors. Attach emotions to your associations to make them memorable. Strong emotions, whether humorous, dramatic, or surprising, enhance retention. Example: to recall a date like 1776, imagine fireworks exploding for the U.S. Independence Day and feel the excitement of celebration. 3. Existing knowledge. Link new information to something you already know. The stronger the connection, the more effortless you'll remember. Example: if you meet someone named Michael who plays basketball, associate them with Michael Jordan. 4. Unusual or absurd connections. The brain tends to remember unusual or bizarre things better than mundane ones. Make your associations quirky or outlandish. Example: to remember banana and pencil, imagine writing with a banana that's shaped like a pencil. Techniques for creating associations. 1. The link method. The link method involves creating a mental chain by associating one piece of information with the next. Example: to remember a grocery list, milk, bread, apples, coffee. Picture a cow pouring milk over bread. Imagine bread slices growing like branches on an apple tree. Visualize apples falling into a steaming cup of coffee. This storytelling approach creates a sequence that your mind finds easy to recall. 2. The peg system. The peg system assigns a set of predefined pegs to which you attach new information. These pegs are often based on numbers or letters. Example: using rhymes for numbers: 1 equals bun, 2 equals shoe, 3 equals tree. To remember buy eggs, visualize an egg sandwich in a bun. 1. Forget laundry detergent, imagine detergent bottle stuffed into a shoe. 2. This technique is particularly useful for lists or sequences. 3. The memory palace method of Locke. One of the oldest and most powerful memory techniques, the memory palace involves associating information with physical locations. Choose a familiar place, for example, your home. Assign each piece of information to a specific spot in that place. To recall, mentally walk through the space and retrieve the information. Example: to memorize a speech, place each main point in a different room. Visualize yourself walking through the house, collecting your ideas along the way. 4. Acronyms and mnemonics. Acronyms and mnemonics are short, memorable phrases or abbreviations that represent more complex information. Example: to remember the colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Use the acronym ROIBIV. 5. Chunking. Chunking involves breaking information into smaller, manageable pieces. Example: to memorize a long number like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. Break it into chunks: 1 2 3-4 5 6-7890. When combined with associations, chunking makes even large amounts of information more digestible. Applying the art of association in everyday life. Names and faces. Associating names with unique features or images helps you remember them more effectively. Example: if you meet someone named Grace with curly hair, visualize her gracefully dancing with her curls flowing. Studying and learning. Use associations to link abstract concepts to tangible examples. Example: to remember Newton's laws of motion, visualize Newton juggling apples under a tree to demonstrate force, inertia, and action-reaction. Work and professional settings. Use memory techniques to remember presentations, client names, or technical details. Example: to recall a project timeline, associate each phase with a specific image or object. Common challenges and how to overcome them. 1. Associations that don't stick. Not all associations are equally effective. If a connection feels weak, make it more vivid or emotional. 2. Forgetting the original information. If you forget the base information while recalling the association, revisit the original material and reinforce the connection. 3. Overcomplicating the process. Avoid creating overly complex or convoluted associations. Keep your mental links simple and direct. The long-term benefits of association techniques. Mastering the art of association enhances not only your memory but also your problem-solving and creative thinking skills. By forming connections between ideas, you 1. Improve comprehension and retention. 2. Unlock the ability to recall information in high-pressure situations. 3. Strengthen your overall cognitive flexibility. Conclusion: the art of association is a transformative tool that makes learning and remembering easier, faster, and more enjoyable. With practice, these techniques become second nature, empowering you to tackle even the most complex memory challenges with confidence. Chapter 5. Memory Systems That Work. Memory systems are structured techniques designed to optimize how you encode, store, and retrieve information. These systems act as mental frameworks, enabling you to organize and recall vast amounts of data efficiently. This chapter looks into various memory systems that have stood the test of time, demonstrate their practical applications, and provide guidance on how to integrate them into your daily life for peak performance. What are memory systems? Memory systems are strategies or tools that capitalize on the brain's natural abilities to create patterns and associations. By giving structure to seemingly random data, these systems help you transform chaos into order, making recall faster and more reliable. Benefits of memory systems. 1. Efficiency. Simplifies learning and retrieval processes. 2. Retention. Moves information from short-term to long-term memory. 3. Adaptability. Applicable to various fields, from academics to professional life. 4. Confidence. Improves performance in high-stakes situations. Core memory systems. 1. The major system. The major system is a phonetic-based memory tool that converts numbers into consonant sounds, allowing you to create vivid images for numerical data. How it works. Each digit, 0, 9, is assigned a consonant sound. 0 equals S, Z, 1 equals T, D, 2 equals N, 3 equals M, 4 equals R, 5 equals L, 6 equals J, Sh, CH, 7 equals K, G, 8 equals F, V, 9 equals P, B. Use vowels to form meaningful words from these sounds. Example. To remember 42, visualize a roaring R lion, N. Applications. Memorizing phone numbers, pins, or historical dates. 2. The Dominic system. Developed by Dominic O'Brien, this system assigns letters and people to digits 0 to 9, making it easier to memorize numbers by imagining scenarios involving those people. How it works. Assign letters to digits, 1 equals A, 2 equals B, 3 equals C, and so on. Create a list of famous people for each 2-digit number. For example, 10 equals Arnold Schwarzenegger, 25 equals Beyoncé. Visualize these characters interacting with numbers or objects. Example. To remember 2510, imagine Beyoncé lifting a dumbbell with Arnold Schwarzenegger cheering her on. Applications. Remembering long sequences of numbers. 3. The journey method, method of Lockheed. The journey method, also called the method of Lockheed, involves associating information with physical locations along a familiar path. How it works. Identify a route you know well, for example, your daily commute or home layout. Place pieces of information at specific landmarks along the route. To recall, mentally walk through the path and retrieve the details. Example. To memorize a shopping list, eggs, bread, milk, apples. Place a giant egg on your doorstep. Visualize bread loaves stacked on your sofa. Picture milk spilling on your kitchen counter. Imagine apples rolling around your bedroom. Applications. Presentations, speeches, or chronological data. For the PEG system. The PEG system is based on associating numbers with specific objects, pegs. These pegs act as anchors for information. How it works. Use a predefined set of pegs. For example, rhyming pegs, 1 equals sun, 2 equals shoe, 3 equals tree, 4 equals door, etc. Create a vivid image connecting the peg with the item to remember. Example. To remember 4 apples, imagine apples bursting through a door, 4 equals door. Applications. Memorizing lists, sequential data, or steps in a process. 5. Chunking. Chunking involves breaking down information into smaller, manageable units. This method is especially effective for memorizing lengthy or complex data. How it works. Group related items into chunks. Focus on understanding each chunk individually. Example. To remember the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, chunk it into 1, 2, 3-4, 5, 6-7890. Applications. Learning languages, phone numbers, or technical concepts. 6. Mind mapping. Mind mapping is a visual technique that uses diagrams to organize and connect ideas. How it works. Start with a central concept in the middle of a page. Branch out with related ideas, using keywords, images, and symbols. Connect branches to create relationships between ideas. Example. To study for a history exam, place World War II at the center and branch out with key dates, events, and figures. Applications. Brainstorming, studying, or problem solving. Integrating memory systems into daily life. 1. Start small. Choose one system and practice it regularly before adding others. For example, start with the PEG system for grocery lists. 2. Customize your approach. Adapt systems to suit your learning style and needs. Visual learners may prefer mind mapping, while numerical thinkers might gravitate toward the major system. 3. Combine techniques. For maximum impact, blend multiple systems. For example, use the Dominic system 4 numbers and the method of Lockheed 4 sequences. 4. Practice consistently. Memory systems are like muscles, they strengthen with use. Dedicate time each day to apply these techniques in real-world scenarios. Practical applications of memory systems. 1. Academic success. Memorize formulas, dates, or vocabularies. Prepare for exams with mind mapping and chunking. 2. Professional growth. Retain client details, product features, or meeting agendas. Deliver flawless presentations using the journey method. 3. Everyday life. Remember shopping lists, birthdays, or appointments. Learn new skills, such as playing an instrument or mastering a language. Common mistakes and how to avoid them. 1. Overloading the system. Trying to memorize too much at once can overwhelm you. Break large tasks into smaller chunks. 2. Lack of visualization. Weak or unclear images hinder retention. Ensure your associations are vivid, emotional, and engaging. 3. Inconsistent practice. Memory systems require regular use to be effective. Set aside time each day to practice. Conclusion. Memory systems provide powerful tools to unlock your brain's potential. By learning and applying these techniques, you can enhance your ability to retain and recall information in any context. The beauty of these systems lies in their adaptability. They can be tailored to your personal goals and preferences. Chapter 6. Learning faster. Smart strategies for absorbing information. In a digital frenzy world, the ability to learn quickly is a superpower. Whether it's acquiring new skills, mastering a subject, or staying competitive in your career, accelerated learning can set you apart. This chapter provides practical strategies and scientifically backed methods to help you absorb information faster and retain it longer. The science of learning faster. The brain learns best when it is stimulated, engaged, and challenged. Understanding how the brain processes and stores information can help you optimize your learning methods. Key principles of faster learning. 1. Active engagement. Actively interacting with material boosts comprehension and retention. 2. Focus and attention. Focused learning leads to deeper neural connections. 3. Repetition and spacing. Revisiting information at intervals strengthens memory. 4. Emotion and relevance. Connecting learning to personal goals or emotions increases retention. Smart strategies for absorbing information. 1. The Feynman technique. Named after physicist Richard Feynman, this technique simplifies complex topics by breaking them down into understandable parts. How it works. 1. Choose a concept you want to learn. 2. Explain it as if teaching a child. 3. Identify gaps in your understanding and review the material. 4. Refine your explanation until it's clear and concise. Example. To learn photosynthesis, explain it in simple terms. Plants use sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to make food. 2. The 80-20 rule, Pareto principle. Focus on the 20% of material that delivers 80% of results. Identify the most critical concepts and prioritize them. How to apply. For a new language, focus on high-frequency words and phrases. For exams, concentrate on key topics likely to appear. Example. If learning guitar, master basic chords first, as they form the foundation for most songs. 3. Chunking information. Chunking involves grouping information into smaller, meaningful units. This reduces cognitive load and makes learning manageable. How to use. Break down long numbers, lists, or concepts into chunks. Relate chunks to each other for better understanding. Example. To memorize a phone number like 12345678890, chunk it into 123-456-7890. 4. Active recall. Active recall involves retrieving information from memory rather than passively rereading it. This strengthens neural pathways and enhances retention. How to practice. Use flashcards to test yourself on key concepts. Write down what you remember after studying a topic. Example. After reading a chapter, summarize it from memory without looking at the text. 5. Spaced repetition. Spaced repetition involves reviewing information at increasing intervals. This combats forgetting and ensures long-term retention. How to use. Use apps like Anki or Quizlet to schedule reviews. Review material on day 1, day 3, day 7, and so on. Example: learn 10 new vocabulary words today and review them over the next 2 weeks. 6. Visualization techniques. The brain processes visual information more efficiently than text or abstract data. Visualizing concepts makes them easier to remember. How to use. Create mental images or diagrams to represent ideas. Use mind maps to connect related topics. Example: to remember the parts of a cell, visualize it as a factory, with the nucleus as the control room and mitochondria as power generators. 7. Multisensory learning. Engaging multiple senses strengthens memory by creating diverse neural connections. How to use. Combine visual, auditory, and kinesthetic learning styles. Pair images with sounds or actions. Example: when learning a new language, write the word, say it aloud, and associate it with a gesture. 8. The Pomodoro technique. This time management method improves focus and prevents burnout by breaking work into intervals. How to use. 1. Set a timer for 25 minutes, 1 Pomodoro. 2. Focus on one task during this time. 3. Take a 5-minute break. 4. After 4 Pomodoros, take a longer break. Example: study vocabulary for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute walk, and repeat. 9. Teach what you learn. Teaching forces you to clarify your understanding and reinforces memory. How to apply. Explain new concepts to a friend or colleague. Write a blog post or create a presentation. Example: after reading a book, share a summary with others to solidify your knowledge. 10. Create a distraction-free environment. Minimize distractions to maximize focus and efficiency. How to optimize. Turn off notifications and set boundaries during study time. Use noise-canceling headphones or ambient music. Example: designate a quiet, clutter-free workspace for learning sessions. Adopting the right mindset for faster learning. 1. Cultivate curiosity. Approach new topics with genuine interest. Ask questions and seek connections to your existing knowledge. 2. Embrace mistakes. View mistakes as learning opportunities. They provide feedback and guide improvement. 3. Set clear goals. Define what you want to achieve with each learning session. Break larger objectives into smaller, actionable steps. 4. Stay consistent. Make learning a daily habit. Short, regular sessions are more effective than cramming. Practical applications of faster learning. 1. Professional development. Master industry trends or new technologies quickly. Prepare for presentations or certifications effectively. 2. Personal growth. Learn a new language, instrument, or hobby in less time. Absorb self-development material for immediate application. 3. Academic success. Study smarter by focusing on high-yield material. Ace exams with active recall and spaced repetition. Challenges and how to overcome them. 1. Information overload. Prioritize and filter material to focus on what matters most. 2. Lack of motivation. Set rewards for achieving learning milestones. 3. Ineffective techniques. Experiment with different methods to find what works best for you. Conclusion. Learning faster is not about cutting corners, it's about working smarter. By combining effective strategies like active recall, spaced repetition, and visualization, you can absorb information efficiently and retain it longer. With consistent practice, these techniques will become second nature, transforming the way you approach learning. Chapter 7: Practical Applications of Memory Mastery. Mastering memory is not just about memorizing facts or figures, it's about applying your skills to enhance every aspect of your life. From academic success to professional excellence and personal growth, the ability to store and retrieve information efficiently can unlock countless opportunities. This chapter examines the practical uses of memory mastery and provides actionable examples to help you integrate these techniques into your daily life. 1. Academic success. Strong memory skills are essential for excelling in academics. Whether you're a student preparing for exams or a professional pursuing lifelong learning, mastering your memory can significantly boost your performance. Strategies for academic excellence. Mind mapping for complex topics. Create visual representations of subjects to understand relationships and recall key points. Spaced repetition for exam preparation. Review material at intervals to solidify long-term retention. PEG system for lists and formulas. Assign images or words to numbers or steps in a sequence to memorize processes easily. Example: to remember historical events, use the method of Lockheed by associating each event with a room in your house. Walk mentally through the house to recall the sequence of events during exams. 2. Professional growth. In the workplace, memory mastery gives you an edge by enabling you to retain critical information, impress in meetings, and stay organized under pressure. Applications in the workplace. Client details. Use the major system or journey method to remember client names, preferences, and key details. Presentations and public speaking. Memorize your speech points using visualization techniques to deliver without notes. Continuous learning. Absorb industry knowledge and skills more effectively through active recall and chunking. Example: to memorize a presentation structure, assign each point to a location on your daily commute. Recall the journey to ensure a smooth delivery. 3. Personal relationships. Strong memory skills enhance your relationships by showing that you value and remember details about others. Applications in social settings. Remembering names. Use association techniques to link names with vivid images. Significant dates. Memorize birthdays and anniversaries using the PEG system or spaced repetition apps. Meaningful conversations. Retain details from past conversations to deepen connections. Example: when meeting someone named Rose, visualize them holding a rose. This association makes the name easier to recall later. 4. Everyday life. Memory mastery simplifies daily tasks and decision-making, saving time and reducing stress. Practical uses. Shopping lists. Use the PEG system to memorize items in sequence. Appointments and schedules. Apply visualization to link events to specific times or locations. Directions and navigation. Remember routes using the journey method by associating landmarks with steps in your journey. Example: to remember a list of errands, imagine each task taking place in a specific room of your house. 5. Creative and artistic pursuits. Memory mastery fuels creativity by helping you retain ideas, connect concepts, and draw inspiration from past experiences. Applications in creative fields. Writing. Memorize storylines, characters, and themes for consistency. Music. Learn lyrics or musical pieces faster using chunking and repetition. Visual arts. Retain inspiration from places, images, or emotions to fuel your work. Example: to write a compelling story, visualize your plot as a series of vivid scenes in a movie. 6. Health and well-being. Memory mastery contributes to mental health and cognitive resilience. By keeping your brain active, you can reduce the risk of memory-related conditions and improve overall mental sharpness. Applications for wellness. Healthy habits. Use the PEG system to remember steps in a new routine. Stress reduction. Recall calming memories or mindfulness techniques during stressful moments. Diet and nutrition. Memorize healthy recipes or meal plans using chunking. Example: to remember your morning routine, visualize each step as part of a relaxing sequence, such as brewing coffee, exercising, and journaling. 7. Financial management. Memory mastery helps you stay on top of budgets, investments, and financial planning by organizing and recalling important data. Applications in finance. Budget tracking. Use association techniques to remember spending categories and limits. Investment strategies. Memorize key financial principles or market trends with mind mapping. Debt management. Track repayment schedules using spaced repetition reminders. Example: visualize your financial goals as items on a ladder, with each rung representing a milestone, such as saving for a vacation or paying off a loan. 8. Language learning. Memory mastery accelerates language acquisition by enhancing vocabulary retention, grammar understanding, and conversational skills. Techniques for language learning. Flashcards with spaced repetition. Learn new words and phrases more effectively. Mnemonic devices. Create associations between foreign words and familiar concepts. Immersive recall. Practice recalling and using words in sentences. Example: to learn the Spanish word gato, cat, picture a cat wearing a tuxedo, playing the guitar. 9. Competitive advantage in games and sports. Athletes and gamers use memory techniques to master strategies, analyze opponents, and make quick decisions under pressure. Applications in sports and gaming. Strategies. Memorize plays or game tactics using visualization. Opponent analysis. Recall patterns or habits of opponents. Rule mastery. Use chunking to understand complex game rules. Example. In chess, use the journey method to memorize key openings and their counters. 10. Parenting and teaching. Memory mastery is invaluable for parents and educators, enabling them to teach effectively, manage schedules, and inspire children to learn. Applications for parents and teachers. Lesson planning. Use mind mapping to create engaging lessons. Child development. Teach memory techniques to children to improve their learning. Schedules and activities. Memorize and organize daily routines effectively. Example. Teach children the PEG system to remember colors of the rainbow. 1 equals red, sun, 2 equals orange, shoe, and so on. Integrating memory mastery into your life. 1. Make it a daily habit. Practice memory techniques consistently to integrate them into your routine. 2. Tailor techniques to your needs. Focus on the methods that align with your goals, whether academic, professional, or personal. 3. Leverage technology. Use apps, tools, and online resources to enhance and track your progress. 4. Reflect and adjust. Regularly evaluate your memory strategies and refine them for better results. Conclusion. The practical applications of memory mastery extend far beyond academics or tests. From improving relationships and career performance to enhancing your health and personal pursuits, mastering memory opens doors to limitless possibilities. As you practice and refine these skills, you'll find that memory mastery not only enriches your life but also empowers you to achieve your full potential. Chapter 8. The role of emotions in memory. Emotion and memory are intricately linked. Moments filled with strong emotions, whether joy, fear, love, or sorrow, tend to stick in our minds more vividly and for a longer time. Understanding the interplay between emotions and memory can help us harness this connection to improve our recall, make learning more effective, and create unforgettable experiences. This chapter explores the science behind emotional memory, practical applications, and techniques to use emotions as a tool for memory mastery. 1. The science of emotion and memory. How emotions influence memory. When you experience something emotionally significant, your brain releases chemicals like adrenaline and cortisol. These chemicals activate the amygdala, a part of the brain involved in processing emotions, and enhance communication with the hippocampus, where memories are stored. Emotional intensity. The stronger the emotion, the more likely you are to remember the event. Amygdala-hippocampus connection. This relationship ensures emotional events are stored as long-term memories. Types of emotional memories. Flashbulb memories, vivid recollections of emotionally charged events, for example, a wedding day or a national tragedy. Mood-dependent memory. Your emotional state can influence the type of memories you recall. 2. The dual nature of emotional memory. Emotions can either enhance or impair memory, depending on the context and intensity. When emotions enhance memory, positive emotions, like excitement or curiosity, boost motivation and make learning enjoyable. Emotional stories or anecdotes help embed abstract concepts into memory. When emotions impair memory, extreme stress or trauma can disrupt memory formation or retrieval. Anxiety can narrow focus, leading to fragmented or incomplete memories. 3. Practical applications of emotions in memory are enhancing learning with positive emotions. Positive emotions improve attention, creativity, and recall. To leverage this, make learning fun. Incorporate humor, games, or interesting stories into study sessions. Celebrate small wins. Reward yourself after mastering a concept to create positive reinforcement. B. Storytelling for retention. People remember stories more effectively than raw data. Emotional narratives activate multiple parts of the brain, making memories more resilient. Example: instead of memorizing historical dates, learn the personal stories of key figures during that period. C. Emotionally charged mnemonics. Associating vivid, emotional images with information makes it easier to recall. Example: to remember the French word pomme, apple, imagine biting into a juicy apple and feeling a burst of happiness. Form emotions and long-term memory formation. The role of repetition and reflection. Revisiting emotional experiences helps transfer them from short-term to long-term memory. Reflect on emotional moments after they occur to reinforce their memory. Journal your feelings and insights to deepen emotional connections. B. Linking emotions to context. Contextualizing emotions helps you retrieve related memories more easily. Link the emotion to a specific location, sound, or smell. Example: associate the smell of lavender with calmness when studying to recall that mood during exams. 5. Using negative emotions constructively. While negative emotions like fear or disappointment can impair memory, they can also be channeled effectively, learning from mistakes. Reflect on failures to create emotional markers that guide future decisions. Building resilience. Remember past challenges you overcame to foster confidence in difficult situations. 6. Emotional triggers and memory retrieval. Music and memory. Songs tied to emotional experiences can serve as powerful memory triggers. Create playlists associated with specific tasks or concepts. Use calming music to recall serene moments or upbeat tracks for energetic learning. B. Visual cues. Images evoke strong emotions and can help you retrieve related information. Use color-coded notes or diagrams for emotional association. Visualize meaningful scenes connected to the material you're learning. C. Smell and memory. The sense of smell is closely linked to the brain's memory center. Use specific scents, for example, peppermint for focus, lavender for relaxation, during study sessions. 7. Emotional intelligence and memory mastery. Improving your emotional intelligence (EQ) enhances your ability to manage emotions and use them effectively for memory. Understanding emotional triggers. Recognize how different emotions impact your focus and recall. Adjust your environment to evoke the desired emotional state. B. Practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness helps you stay present, process emotions, and strengthen memory consolidation. Practice deep breathing or meditation to calm anxiety and enhance focus. 8. Practical exercises to harness emotion for memory. Exercise 1. Emotional anchoring. Link emotions to information you want to remember. 1. Identify a vivid, positive emotion, for example, joy, pride. 2. Associate that emotion with a fact or concept. Example: when learning about a scientific discovery, imagine the excitement of the scientist at that moment. Exercise 2. The Emotional Memory Journal. 1. Write down 3 emotionally significant events each day. 2. Reflect on what made them memorable. 3. Revisit your journal regularly to reinforce those memories. Exercise 3. Emotion-based study sessions. 1. Begin each session with an emotional warm-up, for example, watching an inspiring video. 2. Maintain a positive emotional state by celebrating small achievements. 9. The role of emotions in group learning. Sharing emotional experiences in group settings fosters collective memory and enhances learning. Use collaborative storytelling or role-playing in study groups. Share personal insights to make abstract concepts relatable. 10. The balance between emotion and logic. While emotions enrich memory, balancing them with logic ensures clarity and objectivity. Avoid emotional bias by verifying facts. Use emotional triggers to remember, but apply logic to analyze and understand. Conclusion: emotions are the glue that binds memories, turning ordinary moments into unforgettable ones. By understanding and leveraging the emotional memory connection, you can create deeper, more meaningful learning experiences. Whether through positive reinforcement, storytelling, or sensory triggers, emotions can transform your approach to memory mastery. Chapter 9. Overcoming memory obstacles. Even the best memory techniques can be hindered by obstacles such as stress, distraction, or physical health issues. Identifying and addressing these challenges is crucial for achieving memory mastery. This chapter explores common memory obstacles, their underlying causes, and practical strategies to overcome them. 1. Understanding memory obstacles. Memory obstacles can manifest in various ways, including forgetfulness, difficulty concentrating, or struggling to retain information. These challenges are often caused by cognitive overload, trying to process too much information at once, stress and anxiety. Negative emotions interfere with memory formation and recall. Physical health issues. Poor sleep, inadequate nutrition, and lack of exercise can impair memory. Lack of focus, distractions and multitasking prevent deep encoding of information. Age-related decline. Natural aging can lead to slower recall and reduced memory capacity. 2. Identifying your personal memory challenges. The first step in overcoming obstacles is recognizing the specific issues affecting your memory. Self-assessment. Reflect on recent experiences where your memory faltered. Patterns. Identify recurring triggers, such as stress or lack of sleep. Feedback. Seek input from peers, mentors, or loved ones who notice your memory habits. Example: if you frequently forget names during introductions, you may be experiencing cognitive overload or distraction. 3. Strategies for combating stress and anxiety. Stress and anxiety are among the most significant barriers to memory. These emotions disrupt the brain's ability to store and retrieve information. Practical tips: mindfulness and meditation. Practice deep breathing or mindfulness exercises to calm your mind. Progressive relaxation. Tense and release muscle groups to reduce physical stress. Break tasks into smaller steps. Reducing overwhelm makes information more manageable. Example: before an important presentation, use visualization techniques to picture a calm, confident version of yourself delivering the talk successfully. 4. Overcoming distractions and improving focus. In today's digital crazy world, distractions are everywhere. Overcoming them requires discipline and environmental control. Practical tips: designate a study zone. Create a quiet, organized space dedicated to learning. Eliminate digital distractions. Use apps or browser extensions to block notifications and social media. Adopt the Pomodoro technique. Work in focused intervals, for example, 25 minutes, followed by short breaks. Example: set your phone to Do Not Disturb mode during study sessions and reward yourself with 5 minutes of social media after completing a focus block of time. 5. Enhancing physical and mental health for better memory. Physical well-being is directly linked to cognitive performance. Taking care of your body enhances your brain's ability to process and recall information. Sleep. Lack of sleep disrupts memory consolidation. Aim for 7 to 9 hours per night. Practice good sleep hygiene, avoid screens before bed and maintain a consistent sleep schedule. Nutrition. Eat memory-boosting foods like fatty fish, berries, nuts, and leafy greens. Stay hydrated to maintain focus and mental clarity. Exercise. Engage in aerobic activities like walking or cycling to improve blood flow to the brain. Incorporate activities that require coordination, like dance or yoga, to stimulate cognitive function. 6. Addressing cognitive overload. When your brain is overwhelmed with too much information, it struggles to retain details. Tips to manage overload. Prioritize. Focus on the most important information first. Chunking. Break large amounts of information into smaller, manageable pieces. Schedule regular reviews. Use spaced repetition to reinforce knowledge over time. Example: when learning a new language, start with common words and phrases before diving into complex grammar rules. 7. Building emotional resilience. Negative emotions, such as frustration or self-doubt, can create mental blocks. Emotional resilience helps you stay motivated and engaged. Practical tips. Reframe failures. View mistakes as learning opportunities rather than setbacks. Positive affirmations. Use encouraging statements to build confidence. Seek support. Surround yourself with people who inspire and uplift you. Example: if you forget a key point during a presentation, remind yourself that the audience values your overall message more than perfection. 8. Managing age-related memory decline. While some memory decline is natural with aging, staying mentally active can mitigate its effects. Tips for maintaining cognitive vitality. Stay mentally active. Engage in puzzles, reading, or learning new skills. Socialize. Meaningful interactions stimulate brain activity. Practice neuroplasticity. Challenge your brain by doing familiar tasks in new ways, for example, writing with your non-dominant hand. Example: join a book club to combine reading, discussion, and social interaction, all of which enhance memory. 9. Leveraging memory aids and technology. Memory aids and tools can help you compensate for obstacles while building your memory skills. Memory aids, notebooks and planners. Write down tasks and ideas to free up mental space. Calendars and reminders. Set alerts for important events or deadlines. Technology tools. Spaced repetition apps. Use apps like Anki or Quizlet to review material. Note-taking software. Tools like Evernote or Notion allow you to organize and retrieve information quickly. 10. Training your brain to adapt. The brain is remarkably adaptable, capable of overcoming obstacles through training and persistence. Memory exercises. Association games. Create vivid images to link unrelated items. Recall practice. Test yourself regularly on information you've learned. Visualization. Imagine scenarios or stories related to what you're trying to remember. Consistency is key. Practice memory techniques daily, even for small tasks. Set achievable goals and track your progress over time. Conclusion. Memory obstacles are a natural part of life, but they don't have to hold you back. By addressing the root causes, implementing targeted strategies, and maintaining a proactive mindset, you can transform these challenges into opportunities for growth. Remember, overcoming obstacles is not just about regaining memory, it's about building resilience, focus, and confidence. Conclusion. The journey to memory mastery. Memory is not just a tool, it is the foundation of learning, creativity, and personal growth. Through this book, we've explored the science of memory, powerful techniques to improve it, and practical applications that enhance daily life. From understanding how your brain processes information to leveraging emotional and associative strategies, you now possess a comprehensive toolkit for mastering your memory. But memory mastery is not a sprint, it is a marathon. It requires practice, persistence, and adaptability. By incorporating the techniques you've learned into your daily routine, you will not only remember more but also think faster, learn more effectively, and communicate more confidently. The 3 pillars of memory mastery. 1. The awareness. Understand the workings of your mind and the obstacles that may hinder memory. 2. Practice. Use memory systems and strategies consistently to strengthen neural pathways. 3. Application. Make memory mastery a lifestyle by applying it to real-world challenges. Your new superpower. In a world where knowledge is power, a sharp memory is your competitive edge. Whether you're climbing the career ladder, pursuing academic goals, or deepening personal relationships, memory mastery empowers you to excel. The benefits of a strong memory extend beyond recall. It enhances focus, creativity, and self-confidence. It allows you to connect ideas, retain critical information, and thrive in an ever-changing world. Take what you've learned and start applying it today. Begin with small changes, use mnemonics for tasks, try the Roman room technique for presentations, or practice mindfulness to reduce distractions. Celebrate your successes along the way and refine your approach as needed. Most importantly, never stop learning. As science continues to unlock the mysteries of the brain, stay curious and open to new methods and technologies that can further enhance your memory. A great memory isn't something you're born with, it's something you create. With the right tools, strategies, and mindset, there's no limit to what you can achieve.